All right, let's get into it. C4C, how you doing, man?
Yo, very good, thanks. Thank you for having me on today.
Yeah, man, an absolute pleasure to have you on, man. Always good to hear new talent and to find new people, especially in the UK scene. So really glad to have you on, man. Obviously, C4C is Crazy for Christ, right?
Yes, it is. Crazy for Christ.
So what is it? How did you come about, like, that? Is that, like, brand new for you, that name? Or was you were in the secular scene before or something?
No, so I mean, the music scene, I've only been in it for about, since I was 16. And the name kind of got given to me in school when I got saved in Ghana. I had a radical conversion, came back, and just started telling everyone about Jesus. And one of my non-Christian friends said, Denzel, you know you're going crazy for Jesus. So Denzel's my actual name. And he said, you know you're going crazy for Jesus. And I was like, oh, wow, that's probably true. And it just kind of stuck with me from then. So, yeah, it's been like a nickname and then turned into a rap name as well.
So you say you had like a radical experience in Ghana. So what was that? What was radical about it? How did it happen?
Yeah, I mean, I got sent over to Africa, to Ghana, when I was 14 for like being stupid in school and just being dumb, doing dumb stuff as a young teenager. And I kind of met Jesus in a powerful way, kind of encountered him for who he was. And I really felt him giving me like a purpose and a kind of commissioning from that age and to go and to preach the gospel. So I came back and just started preaching the gospel and then just developed from then. Yeah, man.
So that sounds cool. So then, have you always had the passion for like doing the music then?
Not really music. I think, again, the music was kind of like in my eyes, it was like an accidental thing. Obviously, God had other plans. And so basically, there was one time I was like doing a rap, just like doing a rap song. And then I remember my brothers were singing along to that song, to the chorus. And I said to myself, one day I'll record it in the studio. I think I was like 15 at the time. And when I was 16, I got a job as a youth worker. And in that youth center, they had a studio. And I kind of went in there, did my first song, and the rest was history. And then from then, just been going on ever since then.
Wow, man. So you just building the building. So
that's it.
But you're actually like an associate pastor, right, in your church?
Yes, I'm currently associate pastor at Walsden Green Baptist Church, Northwest London.
So, like, how's that affecting your music? Like, do you still have time for it, or has it changed you in any way?
Yeah, it's definitely changed. I've been in ministry for a while, but in terms of pastoral ministry, it's a lot more harder. Of course, you've got to shepherd the people, and it takes time. So it's kind of developing and seeing what days in the week I can like focus on music. I mean, we've started up a studio in our church called Hope Studios, and it's given me the opportunity to help and develop Christian artists within our church and from the community to come and do music in that particular way. So I'm kind of using that as a platform to establishing artists around. So that's how I see the ministry going. But for me personally, it's hard to discipline myself just to record and to make projects and so on. So that's been an ongoing journey.
Yeah, and how have you found it with your church? Are they quite supportive? Do they allow you to take stage with your music at all?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird. My previous church I came to before here were very supportive in terms of the music. They kind of saw me just as a gospel rapper, whereas this church is a different role. So I'm doing less music, but more pastoral ministry. But they understand that I have a ministry in terms of music ministry. So, yeah, they kind of allow me to go and minister in different churches and also getting involved with young people. But I'm still exploring that with this church in terms of the music scene, which is a hard thing sometimes to push through. But yeah, it's going all right.
Is this your first proper thing you put out?
I released a project last year November, but because I've just kind of been on and off since I've got this new role as a pastor, but I've been releasing quite a few music. But this particular project was kind of a phrase I was going through in that season about sin and our battles against sin, and also awareness of the spiritual war that we're constantly finding ourselves, that Ephesians 6:12 speaks about, that on putting on your full armor for God and knowing that we have spiritual forces against us and so on. But yeah, it was kind of bringing kind of awareness that we're in a spiritual battle, and the biggest battle is the battle with sin, and that's the kind of the whole message of the whole mixtape. Yeah.
Is that built upon something like you've journeyed through yourself, or is that just from like
Yeah, of course. I mean, as definitely as a human being, obviously even more so as a Christian, being young as well, and being in the world and seeing all of these things, and sin is just a normality in our world today. But it's a big battle. It's a big battle that many of us, I believe, all of us will go through. So it's just kind of bringing that awareness that you need to fight this war, that sin that you are facing. You need to fight it. Like, there's a way out. God has made a way out for us. So yeah, it's kind of bringing that message that I've experienced for myself and kind of allowing people to understand this as well.